Hey everyone, this is Leslie and you're watching Midlife and Nailing It. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you could subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I release new videos, and give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. It helps my channel out so much. Today I'm participating in a fall Bake With Me collab hosted by Dee Lovely Life. I'll have a link to her channel in the playlist in my description box below. I'll be making the easiest apple dumpling recipe ever using crescent rolls. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so to make these super easy apple dumplings, all that you're going to need is just some kind of a casserole dish. You're going to need 2 packages of crescent rolls. You're going to need 2 apples, and then I went ahead and got my apple cutter, but you can cut your apple slices however you want. And then I've got a little cutting board. You're going to need 2 sticks of butter. This is all the butter I had left, so I'm going to come up with 2 sticks from it. True story. We almost had to run to the store. And then you're going to need some vanilla, cinnamon, and believe it or not, some 7-Up. And then brown sugar. So those are the ingredients you're going to need. And then you're going to need to preheat your oven at 350 degrees. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. Okay guys, so the first thing that you're going to do is just butter your pan. So I just take like a stick of butter, and this is all I do when I butter a pan. I'm going to get all the edges and everything, and then your first step is completely done. How easy is that so far? So I'm just going to go ahead and use my apple cutter to cut my apple. You want 8 pieces, so if you need to do that with a knife, so be it. So I'm cutting this apple. I'm about to cut my other one, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the skin off. Okay guys, so my apples are all cut up and peeled up. So what you're going to do is grab your crescent rolls and go ahead and open them up. Okay guys, so and you're gonna grab your apple. Now the girl that I got this recipe from on Pinterest says to make sure it's buttered side down, but I don't know how the heck to tell the difference. Isn't there butter on both sides? Like, am I wrong about that? Leave it in the comments if it's like I just can't tell. So I'm gonna go ahead and just roll each apple slice just like this. And then I'm just gonna place it in my baking dish. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do all of the rest. I am just trucking right along here. I've made it to my last one, so we're all rolled up and in the casserole dish. So we'll be moving on to the next step. Okay guys, so now what you want to do is get a pot out, and you want to put your 2 sticks of butter in, and you're going to go ahead and melt that. And then to the 2 sticks of butter, I'm going to add a 1.5 cups of brown sugar, and I'm using a 1/2 cup here, so it'll be 3 of these. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then once it's melted and I've stirred it and it's kind of thickened up, is what the directions say, I want to pull it off the heat, and then I'll add a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this while the butter is melting. And it's thickening up super nicely. I've actually never made this recipe, but it looked pretty good and easy. And I thought, well, we'll try it together. We'll let you know. We'll try it when this is done and let you guys know what we thought. So this is pretty much melted and all incorporated, so I'm going to turn off the heat. I'm going to move this off of the burner and go ahead and add in my vanilla. So I'm adding my teaspoon of vanilla. I'm using real vanilla. I mean, I suppose you could use imitation, but real is so much better, guys, when you're baking. So I'm going to go ahead and stir that in. Okay, and so what you're going to do is just pour this over all of your crescent rolled up. I don't think that's a thing. So all you're going to do is pour this all over your rolled up apples. It smells really good, you guys. This is actually pretty freaking simple. I'm not kidding. So like, if these are good, oh my gosh, this might become a staple in the fall in my family. Of course, this is really freaking full. And I still have to add the 7-Up. You guys, I did have to get a bigger pan. I grabbed my lasagna pan because that's the biggest one I had because I still had to add the 7-Up and I just ran right out of room. So I just transported my little apple dumplings and the sauce over to another pan, and here we go. We're going to just keep on rolling with it. So I went ahead and measured out 1.5 cups of 7-Up. Disclaimer here, Kroger Click List gave me Diet 7-Up instead of regular, but I'm going to roll with it. And then also, I was running out of room in the pan that I was using, so I switched over to this pan, which then it makes sense. Not only will everything fit in there, duh. The lady was talking about how there should be a row here, row here, row here, because you're not going to put your 7-Up. She said it's super important that you don't put your 7-Up on top of the crescent roll. So now I actually have room to do that because I was a little bit worried. So I'm just going to go around. This seems really weird to me, guys, so hopefully it turns out. I don't know. This might taste like junkola. We're going to find out together. So I'm just going around the outside, being really, really, really careful that I am not pouring this right on top of the crescent rolls. That is what it looks like before it goes in the oven. It's kind of weird looking, but I'm going to roll with it. So you're supposed to cook this 35 to 45 minutes. I'm going to set a timer for 35 minutes. I'm going to check it. If I feel like it needs to brown up a little bit more, or my a knife doesn't go through my apple, I'll leave it in a little bit longer. So let me go ahead and get this in the oven, and then we'll pull it out when it's done. This is what my apple dumplings look like out of the oven. I'm gonna let them sit for just a minute, and then I'll go ahead and plate them up and show you what they look like, and then I'll let you know what the members of my family thought about this recipe. So after we ate these and everything, I guess I will say this. You let them sit a little bit and the juices that you see in that pan kind of thicken up. So I would recommend letting it sit a bit, but at the same time, I liked it that it was warm in the inside, like the apple was still warm. So you got to kind of gauge that. But the longer you let it sit, the thicker the juices get. And oh my gosh. Anyways, I'll just stop talking right now so you can know what the family said. So let's see what everybody thinks about it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and dished out a couple of these apple dumplings. Randy and I are going to give them a whirl real quick and tell you what we think. All right, here we go, guys. Oh my God. I do not need to know that there's a dessert out there that's this easy and this good. What do you think, babe? He's trying it, guys. He was a little delayed. You guys, this is so flipping good. I'm not even kidding you.
All right, I'm going to give it a try.
All right, give it a try. What do you think?
Oh, wow.
Super good, right?
Very good.
You guys, this was killer. It is so easy and it tastes everything fall. Like all the flavors you can think of for fall is in this thing. Oh my word, is it so very good. I'm going to get the kids letting me know if they like it in just a minute too. So hang tight for that review. They will be honest. Brutally sometimes. All right, Elizabeth, what do you think?
It's so good.
You didn't try it. Would you stop trying it?
It's hot.
It's very good.
It's burning my mouth.
It's very good. Kyle, just so everyone knows, just some guy named Kyle hanging out over my house right now likes it. What do you?
It's really good, actually.
It's super good. What about you, Chandler? I gotta know.
Not yet.
Huh?
I haven't tried it yet.
You haven't tried it yet?
I'm gonna fix that. Okay.
It's pretty good, huh?
Very crisp.
Like super surprisingly good, right? All right, my family, that's, someone dropped a fork. So 5 of us are like, don't even want to talk, just eating it. So good. Highly recommended. I gotta say my little cheesy part at the end, sorry. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon. Right? They're laughing at me, my family. Okay, bye.